my name is Cayetana Martinez and I'm a UQ Ventures Programs Designer. In this video today, I'm going to talk very briefly about rejection therapy and self-compassion and how both elements can help you to become a better entrepreneur and intrapreneur. So let's dig into it. When we are talking about rejection therapy, we are talking about the key principles that make you more resilient and that make you better aware of what it means to deal with a no and what to do when you get a no for an answer. So the first principle would be to make sure that you understand that it's not about you. It is not personal. Whoever says no to you most of the time doesn't negate you, it just negates the thing that you are asking about. So it's very important that you keep that in the front of your mind, that is not about you. Don't take it too personal. Don't think they are negating you as a person. They are just negating whatever you asked for. The second thing I would like to present to you is to try to shift your thinking, and rather than thinking that no is the end of the conversation, try to think about no as the beginning of the conversation. Try to ask, why not? And learn from whatever they say no about. If they negated what you asked for, try to understand why they said no to and what modifications you could do for that no to become a yes. Even if you get a no as an answer, try to create a connection with that person that goes beyond the no. Maybe you were asking for an introduction to someone and that person said no, but that connection that you're building with that person can bring further yeses down the track. So don't think that no is the end of that relationship. Try to foster that relationship beyond the no that you got. We also believe that many small no's can lead to a bigger yes. Maybe you ask for something and you get a no. Then you modify your initial asking and then you get a second no. And then after a few goes and forths and asking for different things, you eventually land on a yes that is different but even bigger than the first asking that you presented. So keep an open mind and keep asking and modifying your asking until you get to something that can benefit both of you. It's not easy to be rejected, so something that we always recommend is for you to rehearse to be rejected with smaller things that maybe don't matter that much to you, but that build up that muscle. So eventually when you're asking for something that really matters to you, you have practiced and you have already understood and interiorized the fact that it's not about you. Some resources that are really good to learn more about rejection therapy is this video here from the TEDx called Rejection Therapy, and it's been made by Jia Jan. He's actually a speaker now and has a lot of interesting resources and examples and even a blog on how to practice rejection every day. We know that rejection can hurt, so something that can help you along this way and is very complement to the rejection therapy is self-compassion. So when practicing rejection and being rejected, remember these three principles. First, identify negative self-talk and name it. Whenever you get a no, probably there is this inner critic inside of you that starts calling you names, that starts, I knew you would be rejected, you're stupid, you're not good enough, blah, 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 whatever your version of that is. So make sure that you identify that and you name it. So you create a distance between your inner negative talk and yourself. And that's the first principle, that is mindfulness versus over-identification. The second principle is to remember that being rejected is common to all of us. It's a common principle that we all humans share, and feeling defeated or feeling neglected, that's part of the human experience as well. So the more you understand that as part of the human experience rather than something that just only happens to you, the easier it gets to get over it. And last, remember to be kind to yourself, to say the things to yourself you would say to a good friend that has been rejected, and to not fall into that over criticism or very mean self-judgment. So the three key principles would be: name negative self-talk and distance yourself from it. Remember that this is part of the common human experience. And third, be kind to yourself. Say the things to yourself you would say to a good friend, and don't allow yourself to be too mean to yourself. Those key principles and a lot of good stuff about self-compassion have been developed by a Texas professor called Dr. Christine Neff, and she also has a TEDx talk called Self-Kindness versus Self-Judgment on TEDx. And here on the video is the link if you want to watch it and have it as an extra resource. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We would love to hear from you. Please make sure that you check out all our other videos on UQ Ventures YouTube channel, and see you soon.